This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Rule. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, the Department of Immigration rolling out an aggressive campaign on Grand Bahama. It is in keeping with the new immigration policy that took effect on November 1st. Tonight, immigration officials say the department is serious about the apprehension of undocumented persons and are calling on residents to do their part.
Bahamas Immigration.
The Department of Immigration increasing its surveillance on Grand Bahama. It is the latest undertaking as the department continues to crack down on illegal immigrants. Assistant Director of Immigration for the Northern Region, Hubert E. Ferguson, says several tip lines have now been established for residents to contact the department if they suspect that someone is working or living in an area illegally.
The presence overnight of groups of foreign persons in your apartment complex or in your neighborhood may signal a group preparing to illegally depart the country or a group recently entering the country. By contacting the enforcement unit via the tip lines, you can ensure that the matter is investigated promptly before these persons can be dispersed into the broader community or moved to some other location.
But here's what Ferguson and Senior Immigration Officer Jerome Hutchison III says you should have before making that call.
Any information provided should contain a specific address or directions on how to locate the apartment, house, building, or site where the suspected migrants might have been sighted. In every case, concerned citizens and residents alike should try to be as precise as possible when providing an address.
Suspicious movement at night. You may see vehicles coming in, bringing large amounts of food for persons and buildings that may seem to be unoccupied. Or you may see movement at an apartment or a house and the windows are always closed.
Senior Immigration Officer Natalie Cooper says, with the government's new administrative policies now in effect, these new telephone lines will help to assist in the capture of illegal persons.
There are persons who have information that would want to reach the immigration department, and they always will want to at least pass that information on to us, and that's why we provide these extra lines so they can call us.
They say every call will be followed up on.
It doesn't make a difference whether it's a expatriate residing in the Bahamas, Jamaican, Haitian, whatever. It doesn't matter. Every call that we get will be taken seriously, and it's going to be logged in a register that we have, and we will, based on the priority of the information, we will be sending our enforcement unit out to investigate each and every call.
The tip lines for the enforcement unit are manned from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday.
These numbers are 602-9761 and 602-9762. Any information received will be held in the strictest of confidence for those persons wishing to report anonymously.
Calls made after 5 p.m. on the weekend or on a holiday must be done through the duty officer at the Grand Bahama International Airport at 352-5454 or 352-5186. While a representative from the Institute for Risk Assessment Science out of the Netherlands will join the World Health Organization and PAHO in providing technical assistance in environmental health assessment for the southern communities of Grand Bahama next week. Now, it will be the first in a series of meetings which will bring together personnel with comprehensive backgrounds in human health risk assessments, exposure assessment, toxicology, and global health collaboration. Now, you may remember that in June of last year, the government signed a memorandum of understanding with PAHO and WHO for a health assessment project for the southern communities. Now, the purpose of this project is to determine an environmental or public health risk that may have in the past and or presently affect residents in those areas due to historical or current industrial activities, and to provide key recommendations for the improved public health of the southern communities. In other news, the Bahamas Customs Department moving to revolutionize their operations throughout the country. Tonight, Joan Davis Roll outlines some of the changes here on Grand Bahama.
Bahamas Customs is now on the cutting edge of technology. This coming as part of that agency's newest initiatives. Licensed individuals will be able to process their customs claims with the click of a mouse. Chief Customs Supervisor Marsha LeBronson Stubbs.
You know, right now, if you go to clear something, you have to go by G&G, get the paperwork, then you have to go down to the harbor, let them look at your car, then you have to go get a broker, then you have to come up here, put it in here. What you do is, once you've gotten your information that is put in electronically, our valuation section gets that, approves that value, works your entry, and puts it through for you all in one shot.
The senior customs officer says there are certain regulations that now govern this process.
In order to be registered, you have to bring us certain criterion, business license, your NIB have to be in good shape. So to get on our system, so we're encouraging the one individuals to use a customs broker because they're the ones that are licensed to do the work with us. But if you have in-house brokerage, then you can be licensed as that person in-house to do your work in-house. But we're encouraging the regular public to continue with the brokers. And we have been seeing, we've started this since the 15th of December. And right today, I can say that most of our entries, I can say at least 70% are going through electronically now.
Officials say not only will this new procedure reduce processing time, but it will also assist customs as they move to become paperless.
At the ports of entries, you're still going to be able to have to fill out your C-17s the normal way that you would do it for right now. I think with the new initiative that is supposed to be on board by 2017, once your name is uploaded into a manifest, then certain things will be changed, but that's not there yet. We're taking our baby steps to get towards that major one that we want to do there. Right now, we're dealing with the cargo aspect, and from there, we'll go further from there.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Minister of Education on Grand Bahama, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, taking part in a meeting called by the Principals and Vice Principals Association last evening. Prior to that meeting, the minister spoke with our Italia Hall.
Minister of Education, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald on Grand Bahama to celebrate Majority Rule Day with students at the various schools on the island. He also took time out to attend the Principals and Vice Principals Association meeting to discuss pertinent issues in education.
We just wanted to ensure that as Minister of Education, I let everybody know that education isn't just in Nassau. And of course, I have a very soft spot for Grand Bahama. And so I also want to take the opportunity this afternoon to meet with principals and other stakeholders to give them more or less a charge for the new year. There's a lot we have going on in education, and this year is going to be very crucial as we move to implement some very innovative changes that have come into the system. And so I just want to talk about some of the concerns that have arisen as a result of that.
Minister Fitzgerald says one of the initiatives in 2015 seeks to improve education on the island. He says the Ministry of Education has his complete support, and as minister, he is very proud to lead them.
Over the next couple of years, we wanted to take root within the system so we could begin to change some of the culture to a certain extent that has developed. But all in all, in Grand Bahama, I mean, Grand Bahama does extremely well, and I'm proud of the students and results that come out of Grand Bahama.
Minister Fitzgerald says that negotiations with the Bahamas Union of Teachers contract are moving along well, and he will ensure that teachers are treated fairly.
We intend to deal with some of the issues that have been outstanding and bring them to conclusion so we can then move on to the financial issues. And so we suspect that we would have those probably finished in the next couple of months. And so we're very hopeful. We're sitting down. It's very amicable. We understand what the issues are, and everyone understands the restraints financially the government is under. But having said that, the teachers are performing extremely well.
Sports is high on the minister's agenda this year, as well as the ministry will provide an opportunity for students to excel.
Part of that is not only ensuring that they get the proper training and technical support here, but also ensuring that they have the academic qualifications. And so we're going to be concentrating on that and ensuring that to a great extent that the coaches and the teachers understand the importance of ensuring that the kids have the academic qualifications to get into some of the colleges and universities, because there's no doubt that we have the talent. And we have a lot of talent, but I also see on many occasions young people are very talented but cannot get into the college or university because they don't meet academic qualifications.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Stay with us. There's more news right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. This Monday, the country will celebrate a holiday in honor of the Bahamas attaining majority rule. Today, at a special event, students at a local institution got a unique history lesson from the persons who lived during that struggle. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
The Bahamas pausing to celebrate an historic event, a moment in this country's history when the Progressive Liberal Party government ushered in majority rule. Friday, during a special assembly at Tabernacle Baptist Academy, some extraordinary people shared their extraordinary experiences during majority rule back in January 10th, 1967.
Randolph Fox and Alvin Brennan came over and supported the PLP. Alvin Brennan was made Speaker of the House, and Randolph Fox was made Minister for Labor. And the PLP then became the government. And so that was important for us then, and it's important for us even now.
After the port turned me down 3 times, I went to Nassau to see Sir Lyndon Pendling. The people who made a recommendation to the Port Authority to stop me from having the license was a Canadian and an American who happened to be white. So it was very, very difficult for us as black Bahamians to function in that area during that time.
I came to Grand Bahama in 1962, living in Holmes Rock, and I worked at a place called the Junkanoo Club, which is now closed. I came here to work there until the Lucamis Hotel was open. I went to Lucamis Hotel in 1963 as a waiter. And in those days, being a waiter, you had to wear white gloves because it was black.
Bahamian women played a pivotal role in the journey to majority rule. Among those reflecting on that era, 84-year-old Marguerite Williams and Amanda Mama Gold Adderley. These trailblazers admonish the youth to respect their country's legacy and themselves.
Children, education is so important. Like I always talk with Dr. Doris Johnson when she was alive, and I attended her meetings. She tried to educate the women. That's why she brought it down here, Women's National Movement. Whatever you all do, listen and learn. Be very good to your teacher, because what in their brains you need.
But in my day, as a single mother, you could not get a government job. Are you listening? Are you listening? And as the young men, if you be arrested just for riding a bicycle without a license, you could not get a bus boy job. So I want you all to know this. This, what we're doing now, and what you are enjoying, is to break down those barriers that we pass through. So in all of this, as much as we are trying to teach you and let you know where we came from, unless you lift up yourself as a standard, you'll be going backward. And we are here to go forward.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
Wise words there. Well, Grand Bahama, get ready for a positive change. Two local personal development coaches are preparing to help you chart a new course in 2015. Organizer Frederica Black says the second annual Mindset Reset Masters Seminar, which is set for this Saturday, January 10th at the Pelican Bay Resort, is designed to help put you on the path to success.
The purpose of the workshop is to get people prepared for 2015. I know a lot of people make resolutions and find that by the second month of the year that they are unable to meet those resolutions. What this workshop is geared at doing is helping people to stay on track, giving them the tools that are necessary to manifest their goals and dreams.
Now, Dr. Ruth Ann Newton-Liborn says she's excited about the opportunity to help people achieve their goals.
Our main objective is just to give you those tools and techniques to reset you. That's why we're called Mindset Reset, because a lot of times we are focused on our goals, we know what we want, and then something comes and puts a stab in it and we go completely turmolic. And so the keys and techniques that you're going to learn this weekend are basically to allow you to consistently reset yourself.
Now, Mindset Reset Masters Seminar is set for tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. at the Pelican Bay Resort. Music tourism is becoming a big industry in the Bahamas as countless international artists come to the country for special performances. From reggae to rap, artists come not only to enjoy the sun, sand, and sea, but also to share their musical talents. And on Saturday, a platinum-selling rap artist is expected to join that list.
Platinum-selling recording artist Rich Homie Quan arriving on Grand Bahama Friday afternoon for an opportunity to enjoy the island as well as put on a show for residents. The rapper says 2015 is expected to be a big year for him as he plans to debut his first album. This is his first time in Freeport, and he says audiences can expect a lot of energy.
What you can expect is when I get on the stage, I will tell my story. For however long, 45 minutes, set an hour, I'm a rock it, I promise you that. I'm gonna make the whole crowd feel some type of way. You'll be looking for a lifestyle tomorrow. You could be looking for some type of way. You could be looking for I know man got it. You could be looking for a lot of my music I did by myself that got me known. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm trying to focus on Rich Homie Quan. So just look for a lot of energy on stage. I'm gonna take out my shirt. I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna take it outside and give it to Joanne.
This is also Rich Homie Quan's first overseas concert, and his manager DeMonte Gibson says he is more than excited to be hosted in the Bahamas.
We're glad to bring it here. Thanks to Donald, I've been in contact with Donald for about 2 years, just waiting to get the buzz to where we need it. And I wanted the Bahamas to be the first thing, you know what I mean, because of the relationship that I have with him.
Donald Thomas of Phoenix Group Entertainment says it's a pleasure to host the rap artist in his hometown and, as always, aims to promote the island as much as possible. He's inviting everyone to come out and enjoy the international talent.
I've been messing with Monte for a minute now, and it's a pleasure to have him in Freeport. Have them in Freeport, this is their first time across the water, so we're just going to make sure they have a good time. The show is at Amnesia. Security strictly enforced. We got Bahamas police security, so just come out, enjoy yourself, and have a good show.
If you come to the thing tomorrow, right when I walk in, it's the first thing you're gonna hear. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. Ain't staying what you saying when I walk through. I got all these girls staying when they walk through. I done made a few bands on the walk through. It's more to be tuned, but you got to come to the show to see how the show goes.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Megan. Well, as we take a break tonight, take a look at this rainbow that stretched across the sky here in Freeport this afternoon. Now, we have to say special thanks to our cameraman, Philip Marsh, for capturing this magnificent shot.
Hey everybody, it's Sports Time. I'm Ricardo Lightborn, Patrick Albury, Crystal Johnson, and get this, Anatole Burrows all on the bubble tonight. I want to say congratulations to all of them. Well, does the name Cato Fox ring a bell? Well, you better make a note of this one because this young man plays football. He is just as big as I am at 303 pounds, and we could play. He played basketball for the Bearmere Warriors before graduating and junior college. Cato Fox enrolled in Iowa Western Community College and played football. The 6'4", 303-pound offensive lineman played in every game. After a successful 2-year at Iowa Western, it was time to move on. Cato selected University of Idaho and found a place to suit up and play. It's been a battle from the junior college to the big ranks of A1 ball, and he's adjusted.
Coming from a 2-year school, it was kind of hard. You know, it was a bigger university, bigger football team, so I had to come in and get ready to play. Came in the spring of last year, and I started the whole line, strong guard, and I switched from right to left, and started the whole spring practices, spring game I started, and I was looking good. Then I came into fall camp, and I was looking good, and then I got hurt, tore my tricep, and it was a devastating experience, but kept faith in God and kept working, praying, and everything will be all right.
Family is extremely important to Cato, and that's evident. Mother Brianna is thrilled that Cato's success has been unique. His sister and brothers are also sharing the same sentiments.
As a mother, I feel very, very proud to know that through it all, he stayed focused. He was determined, and he said to me, "Mommy, I will get a scholarship, a full scholarship. I will play football. I will do well in school, and I will make you proud." And everything he has said, he has done. He has done everything, and he remains focused.
Cato says it's been a great break from the gridiron, but it's time to get back to school and spring ball. His dream is to play in the NFL, and reaching that is not by chance. Cato Fox, 6'4" tall, 303 pounds. Remember that name. Like I told you, he and I, same build, same shoes. Okay, we'll talk more about it on Monday. The Grand Bahama Basketball Association is on court tonight, folks, St. George's Gym. The Port Predators taking on the Stadall Stingrays in the B opener, and then the Predators and Shipyard Cruisers are going to play the Division A, and it should be a good one. Now, ask skipper Rodney Wilson about the possibility of community basketball. Rodney, don't sound too positive here.
In the basketball season, being in the winter, you know, the weather, and I was being outside, you know, you need good security, the people well-being be protected in those communities. So it is a good gesture, but it's really hard to get those teams back and forward and playing in the community. But that's the facelift that basketball need to get the fans back in the gym. But it's difficult to do that because people get a little rowdy with officiating, even in the gyms.
Well, let me tell you, the Sports Insider, Ozzie Simmons releases Athletes of the Year honor for the 2014. And guess what? George Washington University lady standout basketball player Jonquil Jones is his Female Athlete of the Year. Softball national champion pitcher Suleika Williams is the runner-up. As far as the Male Athlete of the Year, according to the Insider, University of Oklahoma Sooners power forward Buddy Hield. The male runner-up, that is the Borco Olas Clemente Martin. And the Sport Insider Moon McPhee Coach of the Year honor will go to the ladies' national softball champion coach. That's Sydney Thomas. And I say congratulations to all of them. Now, I got to tell you this, folks. I don't normally do this, but I say it this way. As far as swimming is concerned, and you want to look at it, it is a good one. In the northern Bahamas, there are many entities in itself that in turn has got some talented swimmers, like they did there in the Abaco Open Water Swim Meet. Well, many of these kids have not been given an opportunity to swim in the pools of sort, but to make matters a little easier, we spoke to Varens Burrows about the talent in the islands and what can be done to ensure that those kids are given the same opportunities as those here in Grand Bahama and in New Providence.
It'd be nice if they had some sort of medium where they could train or learn to swim. I've been working with different organizations to try and get kids to learn to swim, and I would like to extend it out to those islands. But it's very expensive to build, and it's very expensive to maintain a pool. So it's not like a track where we could, you know, mow some grass and, you know, let's run. I guess we have all this ocean, but it's different swimming in the ocean versus swimming in a pool, whereas it's a set guidelines of how long it has to be and how you flip off different walls and stuff. But we definitely need to reach out to these other islands because the Bahamas is filled with talented young individuals, and there's a lot we can get from them.
And as we do close out the first week of the new year, I don't like these people, but I want to thank the Northern Service news reporters, VTI editors, and camera persons for making my first week of 2015 very special. Let's see if we can continue in that vein. Like I said, I don't like these people, but that's a look at sports.